There were periods of my life where I would dream that I could run, and it felt so real. I'd wake up in the morning, near tears to the fact that I couldn't run. So I was introduced to sport at quite a young age. As sport was second nature to me, that led to the start of a career within the fitness industry. However, that career nearly abruptly ended at the age of 20, when I sustained a running-related injury known as Compartment Syndrome.
Compartment syndrome is a condition in which increased pressure within a closed space compromises the circulation of the tissue contained within that space.
On an initial follow-up with a surgeon, he even suggested that I found another career. That's when the reality kicked in. This is it. I'm not going to run again. That itself created immense anxiety, immense feeling of failure. Whether it was acceptance or whether I was in denial, I moved on. I found other sports, such as cycling. But I had to work at it to get the same feeling of self-worth, that I was good at a sport again. And with that then, an obsession developed. All I wanted to do was ride, all I wanted to do was achieve more, go faster, cycle longer. But it was never enough for me. I always strive for more, be it heart rate, be it speed, be it power. And more often than not, the outcome would be injury. It was a destructive period. I was tired, I was grumpy, and I was unable to function as a husband, as a father. Any little niggle would ring alarm bells, and I would start to think, what is it now? How long will I be out this time? It was the light bulb moment. I want to help myself. Having the Recovapro to hand allows me to warm the muscles up properly, prepare them for the exercise, but ultimately as well help with the cool down, the massage. It will help manage the aches, the pains, the injuries that are inevitable. It's going to keep me going. Looking at the 16 years I've lost, I find reasons not to run in fear of becoming injured again. Using the Recovapro helps relieve that tension. The end for me is when I realised that the obsession was taking over my life. I decided to leave the industry to focus on myself and become a postman. It was an epiphany. Now I could just focus on being happy. The only way forwards was to try to enjoy the sport and to discover gravel cycling, which was more about the adventure and less about the stats. Not how quick you can go or how far you can go, but what you've seen. Sport for me now is more about fun and less about the stats. More importantly, it's about family. My ability to go for a ride with my son is worth more than any stat. Being able to play football with my son without the concern of will this lead to an injury, it's just invaluable. We are looking for a solution to keep us going. For me, that's what the Recovapro is going to allow me to do. It will allow me to sustain my activity levels, and ultimately it will help me keep up with my son.